Hey guys! Do you like how I tried today with this ugly black table and I slapped some things on top so you weren't just looking at a white wall? The lighting was just good in here today, so I wanted to film in here. But I still need to work on my setup. But you know, I got a little pumpkin, one of my favorite plants, and a pumpkin spice candle. It smells so good. And I'm ready to dig in to a big Empties video. Not quite as big as last time. If you missed that one, I will link it up in the corner. It is the biggest Empties I have ever done. I think maybe that anybody has ever done. But if you're new here and don't happen to know what an Empties video is, it's basically a video of me reviewing a bunch of products that I used completely up. They are gone, going in the recycle bin, and I save them. I hoard my trash so I can tell you my full opinion and review on it before I get rid of it. These are some of my favorite videos to film just because I feel very solid in my review on things because I used it all up, and I know you guys love these. These are my probably most requested video. I do them usually seasonally. So this is my fall Empties. I'll catch you again in the winter for another one, but I separate them up into categories. I have body care, makeup, skincare, hair care, and then like home care. And today I thought we'd switch it up and start with body care first. So we're gonna get into it. Yes, this is just the body care. We still have other categories. So I won't chat much longer. This will probably be a long video, so maybe pause, grab yourself a snack, some coffee, some tea, some water, whatever it is you sip on, and let's do it! A lot of these things, they're all since I filmed my last Empties, which was while I was pregnant, so all of these things are gonna remind me of pregnancy, so should be fun. I have like a weird cowlick in the back of my hair, which I always have, but today it's like extra weird, so you can enjoy that. Where to start? We'll start here. So I took a bath every single night in pregnancy because I had SBD, which is a pelvis situation, and I was in a lot of pain. And also I was very anxious, and I love baths and they just helped me calm down at the end of the day. But for some reason during pregnancy, I couldn't stand the smell of Lush stuff. And it has kind of lingered a little bit. Certain Lush things, like I do not want to smell still. It's not necessarily that it'll make me nauseous. I just don't enjoy it yet, if that makes any sense. But so in that time, I wasn't into using their bubble bars, which is normally the only thing I use for bubbles in the bath. And so I picked up some bubble bath from Target. These are both from the same line from Dove, the Nourishing Secrets. So the first one is Relaxing Ritual, which is lavender and chamomile. Smells so good. And then the other one is the Glowing Ritual, which is mango and almond, which also smells so good. Oh, reminds me of pregnancy, that's crazy. Scent just brings it all back. But I loved both of these. I wouldn't say they provided like the biggest, most bubbles possible, but they smelled really good and they left my skin feeling really soft, and for that reason I enjoyed them. I would probably repurchase these at some point. I don't need any bubbles right now, but I would repurchase them and I would recommend them. And they're, I think, $5 each, which is really good for this size bottle. Next I have some shower gels, and so same thing in pregnancy. I found that the more lingering scents were, the more they bothered me. So in the first trimester, there were certain scents that I like could not even be around. Like Bradley would shower with a shower gel, and if it offended me, he had to re-shower because I would feel sick. But after the first trimester, that kind of went away, but scents still bothered me over time. So pretty much by the time I finished a bottle of shower gel, I couldn't stand the scent and I'd have to move on to something else. And so now I feel like I have no more shower gels left to use. If you have one more on the natural side, please let me know so I can try it out, because I've exhausted all my favorite shower gels. Hopefully they come around again. But in the end of pregnancy, I was just buying stuff hoping I could stand the scent, and it was a good shower gel. So I had tried the Method ones before. This is the Method Body Wind Down. It has chamomile, starflower, and blue lavender. It smells really good. These are more on the natural side, but not natural because it does have fragrance in it. But we picked up this one because it is somewhat gender neutral, I'd say. Like, it doesn't swing either way, but it smells really good and it's perfect for what it says, winding down. And I love the packaging of these. I think they're so cute. Another one I used more towards like in the middle of summer because it smelled very summery. It's the Aveeno Skin Relief Body Wash in the coconut scent. Yeah, I don't love the way that smells now. Pregnancy's weird. Very, very odd. I think also it's also just like a scent memory of a very anxious time in my life, so it's not necessarily a like time I want to be reliving, if that makes sense. As awful as that sounds. But you all know I hated pregnancy, but I used this a ton in the summer. Specifically, I would make Bradley take me to the pool every day because I felt weightless and no pain in the pool, so we pretty much went every day, or the days that he wasn't working or was working in the evening. And so I would shower after the pool, and that's what this reminds me of. However, I mentioned this in a ton of favorites videos. I really, really liked the way this made my skin feel. And I know Aveeno is kind of like known for that. They have more like nourishing for the skin body washes and lotions, and this was really nice. And then the last body wash, this is the Cactus, this was from Whole Foods. Like I said, I was just looking for random ones at this point. This is by Hand in Hand Sustainable Suds. Cute. Cactus Blossom. It's bergamot and crisp basil. And it smells really, really good. It kind of smells like a fancy hotel. Oh, I made a mess. Whoopsie. Now it's like dripping down. But like I said, I got this at Whole Foods. We were there picking up something and I was like, let me just try one. This was, I think, the last shower gel I used in pregnancy, and it kind of carried over into postpartum. I think I actually brought this with me to the hospital, but it smells really, really good. It's not very moisturizing. I don't know that I would repurchase it again. I like the one I'm using right now much more, which is also from Whole Foods. I don't remember what it's called. I mentioned it in my favorites video. I will link it up in the corner. I don't know, it smelled good. That's it for shower gels. For moisturizer, I of course used up the Ultra Repair Cream. This is from First Aid Beauty, my favorite body lotion hands down. I use this all the time. Bradley loves it. We always have one on hand. I have since repurchased it. It came with me to the hospital. I love this stuff and I won't be without it. Good ingredients, nothing icky, and it just really gets the job done. Also during pregnancy, I think I used up 2 of these. This is what I was using as my belly butter, if you will, in which it was working for the longest time, and then all of a sudden it wasn't. I have hella stretch marks on my stomach, but I did have a very large baby, so you know what, I don't know. And I've also heard that like people always say you can try to fight stretch marks as much as you want, but it's just either gonna kind of happen or not. But this did help kind of soothing with the stretching of the skin and any itching. I didn't deal with a ton of itching on my stomach, and anytime I felt dry skin and like maybe that itchiness coming on, I would just slather myself in this, and it's really good. Did I say what it is? The Josie Maran Whipped Argan Oil Ultra Hydrating Body Butter, and this was in the scent Vanilla Apricot. It smelled so good. I also have used the Unscented before, this one, but I would recommend both. This smelled really, really good to me. It wasn't too heavy. I normally don't like heavy scented lotions for the most part, except for the Body Shop Mango Body Butter. Oh my gosh, I should pick up a can of that. A tub, whatever. But this was a really nice light scent that didn't like irritate my nose after a while. It smells really good and it's very moisturizing. So not just if you're pregnant, but just for any part of your body, this was great. But didn't necessarily prevent stretch marks at all. This was a godsend during pregnancy. This is the Burt's Bees Mama Bee Leg and Foot Cream with peppermint and coconut oils. This was incredible. I've mentioned this in some sort of video somewhere. It has peppermint in it, so it's perfect for, like, I would make Bradley rub my feet every single night with this. I was dealing with a little bit of restless leg syndrome on certain nights, and this always helped, and it just cooled and like, it was the weird sensation on my calves down through my feet. It felt so good, so relaxing, took away any pain I was having. Of course, in the end, my feet and my ankles felt super swollen, so this just kind of helped, and it just was really cooling and really nice, especially nice for in the summer. I was pregnant in the hottest heat possible, and so this was really nice at the end of the day. I'm gonna rebuy this even though it's made for pregnant women. I'm gonna buy this just for fun because it is incredible. I talk about this in every Empties video. It's my favorite. It's the Trader Joe's Shave Gel in the Honey Mango scent. It's paraben free, which I love. It is free of a lot of the nasty ingredients. It's not your typical foaming shave gel. It's more of like a true gel, and it's really, really moisturizing. I'll never go back to normal shave gel or shave cream because this is so moisturizing and I love it. I have 2 sunscreens. Like I said, we were at the pool a lot. My brother has a pool and my sister-in-law is also, she's still pregnant. Poor thing. So she's pregnant, I was pregnant. We went swimming a lot just to kind of like beat the heat, take the edge off, take the paint off, and like I said, we were either at my brother's pool or our community pool pretty much every single day, so we went through a lot of sunscreen. We love Sunbun in this household. This is the spray. It's the 30, SPF 30. So probably Bradley mostly used this. I prefer a bit of a higher sunscreen just because I crisp and I want as much protection as possible. I don't really enjoy being tan, even though this summer I was, besides my honeymoon in Hawaii, I was the most tan I ever was, and it's gone now, and I don't really miss it except for on my legs. It's always nice having tan legs. We love Sunbun. I think, oh, in the skincare section, I have another sunscreen from them for the face. I love it. It smells like bananas, which I really enjoy. But then we also saw at Costco a 2-pack of this. It's the Alba Botanica Hawaiian sunscreen. This is SPF 50. It's a coconut spray. I really do enjoy the spray. I try to use a cream for my face and then a spray from my body. In a spray, you don't have to rub it in, but I tend to rub it in. I just spray my arm and then give it a nice rub just to be sure. Never really burned with either of these, and I enjoyed them both. I have a couple random things to close out the body section, which I don't even know if this counts as it doesn't. I'll just throw it in here. It's the Johnson's Baby Shampoo. I use this in two ways. I use it to clean my makeup brushes, which I find very effective. I will use this and add some tea tree essential oil just for like skincare benefits, but this smells really good and gets them clean, but it's gentle enough to not damage the brushes. I've also used this to wash my dog, and he smells incredible. Now, of course, I actually have a baby, but this has fragrance in it, so I don't really want to use it on him. I'm trying to steer clear of like the fragrance stuff. We've been using a lot of Burt's Bees, and it's that other brand. It's like Alfalfa or something. Alfia. I get it at Whole Foods. Somebody gifted it to me, and I'm loving all the products, but I do love the way baby shampoo smells, so never say never. I might give him a bath in this sometime. But yeah, we mostly used this on Ludo when he was a puppy. We now have, I think we use the BioSilk pet shampoo, and he always smells incredible. But in a pinch, baby shampoo will work too. We have some apricot oil, which I bought this originally to use as a carrier oil in making oil rollers. I love oil roll-ons. They are, I hate the word tools, but they're one of my favorite tools to use for pretty much anxiety. I really like to make relaxing blends or even like uplifting blends. I have a work blend that I keep at my desk that I roll on. And that's one of my favorite parts about oils is the kind of like the concocting? Is that a word? The mixing of things, in which you have all these different scented oils. You can mix them together in the diffuser or in a roller, make a perfume, that kind of thing. So I originally bought this for my roller blends, but I found this to be a little bit too thick. This is just the Now brand apricot oil, but I did use this in multiple body care DIY things. So if I was making like a body scrub, I wanted some oil, I would put this in it. Sometimes I would just make a scrub with just this and Epsom salt and scrub. So I do like this. I like the Now brand. I mostly get mine at Sprouts, but I'm sure they have it on Amazon. But do know, I was using this as a carrier oil for rollers, and it just was too thick for me. My preferred one is actually through Young Living as their V6, not V8, that's the drink. I think it's called V6, their oil blend. It's the perfect consistency to like, I don't know, I just found this to be too thick and the oils wouldn't come out as much, so. Random. I have some bath empties. I think I did a whole dedicated basin haul during pregnancy. I will link that up in the corner. Basin is similar to Lush. I have always known it because they used to have one at Downtown Disney when I was a kid, and I loved it because they had all these different soaps to smell and all this stuff, but now they're mostly online. They do have a store still in Disney World down in Disney Springs, and there was a store in Vegas, but I think that shut down. But I pretty much knew the scents I liked, so I ordered some. I used up 4 of my favorite bath salt from them. I love the jasmine bath salts. They've been on sale like all summer. I don't know if they still are, but I will link them down below. It's the best, and I used up literally 4 tubes of it. Like I said, I took a lot of baths. And then I used up a couple of bags of Epsom salt. I love these and I will totally repurchase them. It's the 365 Whole Foods brand Rose Petal Epsom salt. Smells so good. And on here, there's different ways you can use Epsom salt, of course, but it says you can use it as a soaking solution, foot bath, or exfoliating body scrub. So this paired with like that apricot oil, a delightful scrub, and like really easy to make, and you don't have to make a bunch ahead of time. If you're not really a DIY person, you just take a scoop of this, add some oil, and scrub your body in the shower. Easy peasy. But this obviously has a rose scent. It smells so good. I would totally recommend repurchase. They also have bath bombs in the same scent, so I would usually pair them together. It was a delightful rosy bath. And then I also used up a whole bag of my normal Epsom salt. I just used the Up and Up brand. I really like these from Target. The Dr. Teal's one has a bunch of like crap in it and scents. So this is just unscented and it's great. I just would take literally like 3 handfuls of this in each bath. I really truly felt it help my body. So if you have not tried Epsom salt in the bath, you must. It is life-changing. And I recommend these. They're really cheap. They're online too. I can link them down below. Okay, next we have skincare and makeup. So I also just mentioned this in my favorites video. I love this stuff. It's the Josie Maran Pineapple Enzyme Pore Clearing Cleanser. It's a foaming face wash. This stuff is incredible. They sent me a box of goodies, which I couldn't believe. Maybe a month before pregnancy, and I started using this maybe 3 weeks before I gave birth. I've never loved a face wash more, which, spoiler alert, I also used up my favorite face wash, which is the Simple Moisturizing face wash. I love this stuff. I usually say nothing compares to it when I try something else, but I like this just as much. We'll talk about this in a second. But this truly cleared up my skin in a way I haven't seen in a while. At first I was like, no, it's probably just postpartum hormones, but then I remembered, no, I started using this before I gave birth, and it cleared up a lot of my texture, which I thought was great. Because even if I don't have active breakouts on my chin, I usually just have a few chin bumps. This, my face just feels like nothing. It feels incredible. I even made Bradley feel my skin once. I was like, feel my skin. I ran out of this pretty quickly. I think I was using too much. I got heavy-handed, so I repurchased this. It is a touch more expensive than my favorite cleanser. This is $28, which isn't the worst, but it's still not. It's still expensive, but I would say this is worth it. I love it. So I'm just trying to use like 1.5 pumps every time I wash my face instead of however many I was using before. See if that makes it last a little bit longer, but I totally loved this so much. But then I, of course, still love my simple, kind to skin moisturizing face wash. As you can see, it's well loved. I love this a lot for getting my makeup off. It gets off all of my makeup. If I run out of this and I try to use something else, even if I wash my face like 3 times, I still get out of the shower, wipe my face on my white towels, and there's makeup on it. And I'm like, ugh. This gets off all my makeup in one wash, even though I do always wash my face pretty much at least twice, if not 3 times to get makeup off. It depends on how much makeup I'm wearing. But this gets off all my skin makeup, all my mascara, and even if I'm not wearing makeup, I love this. I love this with my Clarisonic. It just gives me a really good clean without drying my skin out, and I love it, and it's like $8. It's incredible. I have some face scrubs. So the first is from Tula. I did a few sponsored videos with them over the course of my pregnancy. I really enjoy Tula, sponsored or not, but I did a sponsored post about this and I truly love it. It's the Tula So Poreless Deep Exfoliating Blackhead Scrub. This, I swear my nose felt like, if you look up close, of course you can see my blackheads, but I feel like even so, sometimes you can like feel the bumpy texture on my skin. My nose never felt more smooth than when I was using this. I think I have another bottle in backstock. I should pull it out. I loved this stuff. I would really like get it into my like nose and cheek area where my pores are a little bit bigger, and really try to get all the blackhead gunk out of there, and I really feel like it worked. Tula is a very clean skincare brand, which I appreciate. Clean but effective, which I think is their slogan. It says right here, clean and effective. And I would concur. It also smells like raspberries, which is a huge plus. And then one of my other favorite scrubs is from Trader Joe's. It's the Nourish Microdermabrasion Scrub. I don't know how old or like how long they've had this around. I just discovered it last year and I was like, why haven't I been using this before? It's a very good, like fine, nitty gritty scrub, and I like scrubs to be a little bit more abrasive and actually feel like they're doing something, and this does the trick for me, and it's right there available at my grocery store, and I think also like $8-ish. It's incredible. I already repurchased this as well. It's currently in my shower. This is a toner situation. This is from Fresh. It's the Black Tea Kombucha Facial Treatment Essence. It's for like anti-pollution. I don't know if it like worked, but this definitely made my skin feel softer. I used this pretty much all of pregnancy. When I moved into this house and we unpacked and organized the bathroom, which I did a video on. I'll link that up in the corner if you like those kinds of videos. I kind of went through my skincare and I was like, oh, I want to use this up. So pretty much I've been using this ever since we moved into the house. So that was a long time ago. We moved in January and I just finished it this week. And I really liked it. First of all, the packaging is so luxe. It's this glass bottle, which is so bougie. It smells like tea. It's black tea, like I said. Smells very relaxing, and I just really enjoyed it in the mornings. I would wash my face in the shower, get out, and then just put like a dab of this in my hand, rub my hands together, and put it all over my face like an essence. It is an essence. And like I said, I don't know, because it's for anti-pollution kind of stuff, just like a barrier in between your skin. I don't know if it did that, but for the most part, it just helped give my skin like a really soft, smooth base, and I enjoyed the way my skin looked and felt when I used it. So I would totally repurchase this. My nighttime toner of choice is from Trader Joe's as well. It's the Trader Joe's Spa Natural Facial Cleansing Pads with tea tree oil. I always say my skin loves tea tree. I have a ton of products with tea tree in it, or I make my own DIY skincare with tea tree oil in it because my skin just reacts well. I love these. They're just little pads that come in here. You pull one out and I just kind of rub it all over my face. I do concentrate it down here on my chin because that's where I get my most breakouts, and it just, I feel like, helps clear things up. Tingles a little bit, which makes it feel like it's working. Also, if there's any makeup or like dirt or residue left on my face, this will wipe it off, and you can kind of see like the gunk on the pad afterwards, which is really satisfying. And it's right there at the grocery store as well. So love these, you guys know that. Like I said, I have another Sunbun product. This is their Face 50 sunscreen. It's lightweight, oil-free, fragrance-free, breakout-free. And I really enjoyed this stuff. This was our second bottle. The first one we purchased and took with us to Hawaii on our honeymoon, and we loved it so much that we repurchased it. We'll probably buy it again next summer, or I don't know, before then. We live in California, we need sunscreen all year long. But yeah, I love this. I love this brand. I've already Told you that. Oh, this I totally loved. I forgot about this. This was the Ultra Repair Firming Collagen Cream, again from First Aid Beauty. So like the firming repair cream for body, this was for your face. I think anyway, it's how I used it. Yes. Apply to face and neck daily in the AM and PM. So it was just like a really good, on the thicker side, but not too thick face cream. Like I really used up like every last bit. No scent to it. Again, no nasty ingredients. I mostly used this in the morning. I really liked the way it felt, and I would add sunscreen on top of it. If I used it at night, I would add in some frankincense oil, of course. But I totally loved this, and I would highly recommend it. First Aid Beauty is one of my favorite face and body care brands. I will try anything they release. I love it. I just felt like it says firming collagen cream, which I didn't pay too much attention. I should have looked at like my crow's feet, but I do feel like it almost like plumped my skin. It felt really nice, so would highly recommend. And then last for skincare, a random one. This is the Foreo Bulgarian Rose Hydrating Activated Sheet Mask. If you've watched like any of my routine videos, you've probably seen my UFO device that I love. It's basically like a little handheld LED light that you stick one of these on there. They come in little individual packs, and they're just kind of circle sheet masks already soaked in the essence of whatever box you buy, and you snap it in there, you sync it up to your phone, and it's kind of like this really nice face treatment. I haven't done it since I gave birth. I need to like pull that out and make that a priority. And which also, it's nice because they take 90 seconds, so even if you don't have a ton of time, you can give your skin like a really nice treatment. So I love the crap out of that thing. They sent it to me in PR, but I would totally, if something happened to it, I would repurchase it. I love it. So there's all these different sheet masks you can choose from. During Black Friday, pretty much all of them, and this was in that. It's the Bulgarian Rose, and then they say what they do. This was like a hydrating one. I'm obsessed with rose, and that was one of the only scents in pregnancy that never bothered me. But I also just tend to love the hydrating sheet masks, so I used these up real quickly. Love them, will totally repurchase. My skin just looked incredible after using these, so yeah. If you have a Foreo and you haven't tried these, I would highly recommend them. Then just a few makeup bits. The first is my NYX BB Cream. It only comes in 3 shades. I have the first one, which is nude. The first one. Well, yeah, the lightest one, nude. And you guys know I love this stuff. I use it all the time. We went to Disneyland the other day, which we vlogged. I don't know if that vlog is up yet. I'll link it if it is. If not, stay tuned. But I always wear this to Disneyland because it just gives me a good amount of coverage, but stays in place and doesn't sweat off really easily. Every day in Disney World, I wore this, and this is my go-to if I'm doing something like hot and sweaty outside, but also just day to day. I love this stuff. It gives me really good coverage, but it's not too heavy, so I enjoy it a lot. And I already repurchased it, obviously. Used up my favorite mascara right now. This is the Bambi Eye mascara from L'Oreal. I use the shade Black Brown, as I always tend to use the brown mascaras. I just think they look better on my face and my skin tone. I love this stuff so much. You guys know that I'm a bitch for the CoverGirl Clump Crusher. It's usually what I use, but ever since I discovered this, I use both, and I love both. And so I used this up. I repurchased it. It's what I'm wearing today. You can see my eyelashes there. It's what I'm wearing. But I love this stuff, and again, from the drugstore, really cheap, really great. And then the packaging rubbed off, but it's the Gimme Brow from Benefit. I love it. I use the shade 3. I'm wearing it today. I repurchased it, of course. It's a really great, really tiny brush, so you can really get in there and kind of shape them the way you want. And it adds color and fibers to your brow to make them just look more fuller. More full. It's not enough setting power for me though, so I do follow up with the Benefit 24-hour brow setter. But for coloring in, it's really quick, really easy, no muss, no fuss, and I love it. And I pretty much have one of these in every Empties video. I have one hair care empty. This is my favorite shampoo, the Matrix Biologe Scalp Sync Anti-Dandruff Shampoo. I love this stuff. I was using Head & Shoulders until I discovered this. I love the Matrix Biologe scent range. They all smell so good, and this is no exception. It smells incredible, but it really helps keep my dandruff at bay, helps it out so much. And it's just a great shampoo. It doesn't weigh my hair down, helps my hair and my scalp feel really clean, so I love this stuff. I always repurchase it. And now some home type situations. I mostly just have hand soaps and one oil. The one oil I have is Citrus Fresh. I was using oils. I wasn't diffusing any oils during pregnancy because again, I was super sensitive to scents and I didn't want to like ruin diffusing oils forever, so I just steered clear. However, we do use Citrus Fresh in our Thieves cleaner that we make to clean the house. It's also a Young Living product. It's like their cleaner concentrate that you just pour a capful, you fill the rest up with water, but we choose to add 10 drops of Citrus Fresh and 10 drops of pine to it as well. So we use it up in that sense, but this is my all-time favorite oil. It smells so good. It's a mixture of all the citrus oils with a little bit of spearmint, and it is just so refreshing and so beautiful. So this is my favorite to diffuse in spring and summer and all the time. It's very like uplifting if you're cleaning or working or something. Then we had this Trader Joe's Lemon Kitchen hand soap. I liked this okay. However, I liked this one better. This is the also Trader Joe's Orange Blossom Honey French liquid soap. This is incredible. We're actually still using this now. We used up 2 of them. Bradley loves it as well. It's been around forever and I knew I liked it, so I don't know why I wasn't purchasing it, but then, I don't know, one day we picked it up and we haven't looked back since. It is delightful. It has vitamin E, it's not drying, it smells really good, but it's kind of mild, so I just really enjoy it. And again, anything I can just throw in the cart while I'm at the grocery store is incredible, so love it. Woo! But okay guys, that is it for my Empties video. I hope you enjoyed it. I feel like I just talked to you for 45 years, which I probably did. But I love you guys so much. I hope you enjoyed this video. I will have everything I talked about or can linked down below in their categories so things are easy to find. If you want more Empties videos, I have tons of them. I will link my playlist up in the corner. You can check that out. Stay tuned. I do have a products it's pretty much a products I hate video coming. I don't know how soon. I'm trying to like just wait it out for a couple more things I'm trying to see if I dislike them or like them, you know, that kind of thing. But that will be coming soon-ish in life. I already have like 3 or 4 products that I absolutely hate, so I will tell you about those soon. But yeah, please subscribe if you haven't already. I'll have my face here you can click and some videos you can click and watch as well. But thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed it. I will see you very soon and I hope you have a great day.